Okay. Okay. Food is finally done. I'm sorry that it took me like 2 minutes to eat. I should have done that before going live, but you know, I was still hungry, so, and I kind of started eating after I hit the go live button while I was making all of my announcements all over the place. Welcome in Nightwolf, welcome in Frost, welcome in Black Rose. How are you all doing this wonderful evening? On the evening of the day where every single mother was born. Isn't it crazy that every single mother was born on the same day, chat? Oh right, I forgot we had this side quest. What did you want me to do? No, in tomorrow is Mother's Day, Black Rose. Which, you know, is the day where all mothers are born. Every single one of them. They were all born on Mother's Day. That's a fact. And I would never just make something up for the sake of things. Would I, chat? Excuse me. I imagine that the person that I'm looking for would be here in the tavern. Oh, excuse me, it's Mother's Day for you right now. That's a lie, actually. It's only Mother's Day whenever it becomes Mother's Day for me. Okay, I imagine that I speak to you. You like cooking a lot. Excuse me, Werner. Would you mind if I ask you a question? Of course not. Ask away. Reen asks Werner if he had any Azuki beans. Well, I certainly do use them on occasion in my cooking. They have this unique flavor and texture that makes for a very interesting addition to certain dishes. Unfortunately, wild monkeys broke into the outdoor storehouse and made off with my entire supply. God damn those wild monkeys. Oh, unfortunate, but that does happen from time to time. Why are they not, like, I don't know, caged up or something? Indeed. It's a part and a parcel of living in the mountains, I suppose. Well, thanks for telling me. I'll try my luck elsewhere. Or we could go get them back from the monkeys. Come to think of it, I know someone else who's big on making confectionery. Maybe I should go and ask him if he has any beans. Well, that was my only idea as to who to talk to. Tavern is where I'm taking the beans to. Maybe somebody at the chapel likes to cook with beans? The magical fruit? Hello, Father. Do you like to eat beans? Your father's condition is significantly improved. He's on the mend now. That's not to say he's completely in the clear. He still needs to rest to avoid making his condition worse again. As long as he does that, should be a matter of days before he's up and about again. Hoo-hoo! I continue to be astonished by just how strong a man he is. Okay, cool, but where are my beans, Father? Father, you haven't given me my beans. Me and the boys up at 3 a.m. looking for a can of beans, chat. No. Maybe, like, my thought was maybe our mother. But then Reen was like, maybe I should ask him for some beans. And I'm like, what do you... Reen? Do you mean your dad? Your dad's not in any position to be giving us beans. Somebody in here, maybe? Anybody in here willing? Oh wait, no, this is where I found, or where the chef is. The father is famously the only man in town. It's true. It's true. He is one of, like, maybe 3 men that I actually know by name, though. So, you know, in my defense. I came in here earlier and you were not able to be spoken to, so I didn't think to come in here a second time. That's on me. Maybe. Gerald's a big fan of making sweets, so maybe he has some Azuki beans. It's worth a shot, at least. Reen asked Gerald if he had any Azuki beans. Oh, you're looking for some of those? I do use them fairly often, yeah. Kiki loves the things in paste form. Do you happen to have any on hand? Afraid not. I did have some, but they were stolen by some wild monkeys just the other day. Gee, if only we had the idea to go and take out these wild monkeys. I bet it's the same monkeys that attacked the Phoenix Wing storehouse. They've probably got a taste for them now. I'm gonna have to be more careful about locking them up in the future. Come to think of it, I do know one place you might try looking if you want some. Really? A while back, Kiki's beanbag split open and it was full of Azuki beans too. And they went, well, everywhere. From what I hear, Luke was the only one who gave her some replacement beans. Maybe he's still got some left? He's not someone I would have thought of, but it sounds as good as lead as any. I'll try asking. Hey, Odie, welcome in. Good luck. How are you doing? This side quest is just me and the boys up at 3 a.m. looking for a can of beans. Won't be up too much longer, but figured I'd stop by. Well, welcome in. It's good to see ya. Hi, you must be Luke. Hey, do you have a minute? Sure. What's up? Reen asked Luke if he had any Azuki beans. Aha! That's kind of an embarrassing question. That's okay, I'll make sure that all the spoilers are said. You better not, Frost. Is it? It is? I'm not sure how it could be. Well, you know how my mom was when I got hired here earlier this year, right? She couldn't stop smiling. She was so happy she even went and made sekihan to celebrate. She overdid it, of course. We ended up with more leftover beans in the house than we know what to do with. Ha! I'd forgotten all about that. She only busts open the sekihan when it's something we're celebrating, too. Think I could take some of those extra beans off your hands? Actually, Lisa was looking around for some, too. I mean, do you have more, though? So, sorry, Reen. I ended up giving the last of it all to her. To Lisa? There's a surprise. I gave her a bunch, though, so she might still have some left. I'm sure she gave you some if you asked. Can do. Thanks for the tip. When are we gonna go and fight these monkeys? Also, I was in the chapel earlier. Boo. Hello, Sister Lisa. Can I have a moment of your time, Lisa? Of course. What can I help you with? Asked her if she had any Zuki beans. I certainly do. Luke gave me some not too long ago. I developed an interest in them after hearing they're said in the East to have evil repelling properties. Ooh. But after looking into them some more, I found they're also very healthy and nutritious. Perhaps the origin of the belief that they repel evil is the fact that they keep you healthy, and thus repel evil in that sense. Father Bernard and I have started putting them in our oatmeal for that very reason. Really? It's kind of amazing to think of how many things you can do with Azuki beans. If you happen to have any left over, would you mind sharing some of them with me? Oh, not at all. Hold on a moment. Excuse me. I'll go get some. We have plenty left in our storehouse. Storehouse? It's not outside, is it? It is, yes. Why do you ask? I have a bad feeling about this. We should hurry. I'm coming with you. Do we get to fight the monkeys? Phew, looks like the lock's still fine. But here they are. Glare. We get the rare green glare. Eek. Scariest glare in the series, chat. That should keep them away for a while. Oh my, that was very impressive. Is that a skill you gained through your training? No, he spent too much time with Tio. I didn't really do anything special, really. As a precaution, I suggest you keep ingredients that monsters are likely to enjoy locked indoors in the future. No arguments here. But first, I should give you these Azuki beans that you wanted, shouldn't I? Thanks. It wasn't easy, but I managed to find some beans for you. It wasn't really that difficult either, Reen. We just talked to some people and then glared at some monkeys until they ran away. Yes! Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you. I'm just glad all that effort's going to pay off, everyone. Once everyone gets to try your specialty. You know what they say, the more trouble you go through as a young person, the better you are later off. Blah. The better off you are later in life. I don't think that's true at all, Camilla, but okay. Anyway, now that I have some of these, time to make some manju. Wait, you're gonna make them now? First, we soak the beans in water. Then, while they're soft, you boil them like so. Then you add some sugar, boil them a bit more, and then you knead them like this. Do I really need to be here for this? Of course you do. 2 hours later, Ymir's famous manju were finally complete. Here you go, all finished, the finest homemade manju you ever did see. Make sure to share them, okay? Received enough Ymir Manju for everyone. They do look pretty good. Thanks, Camilla. That was exhausting, but I guess it was worth helping her after all. You've proven all over again just how dependable you are, Reen. If I ever need help with anything else, I know who to call. Just try not to work me too much. Alrighty. What does Ymir Manju do, and what does it mean by enough for everyone? Okay, you got enough for one person, or one Manju per person, I guess. That's currently on my team. Can I buy more? I can. Only $500 too. Master Young Coffee, it's true. Have I double checked to make sure I have all your books? I do have all your books. And I just realized there's a couple books that I haven't read yet. Not necessarily. I can just read them multiple times. Oh, never mind. No, I can't. But I can throw them away if I really want to. I don't think I'm going to, though. Who do we want to hang out with today, chat? Looks like my options are Sharon, Milliam, Elisa, Toval, Gaius, and Machias. I know of at least one person that Frost wants me to hang out with. That's Sharon, of course, of course. And Milliam? Maybe. Maybe. Because I think she's with Clara. Fair. That's fair. Well, Milliam is definitely there. Let's go hang out with Sharon first. Okay, where is she? Nothing like resting in a good cackling fire. In front of a good cackling fire. Especially when it's this cold. How do you people deal with winters like this? I'll tell you what Emma do. She'd make me some nice warm milk with a bit of honey on a hot day like today. On a day like today. It's not a hot day in Ymir. It is very cold. Why did I say hot? Well, I guess there's no telling what she's doing now, though. We've got to find Emma soon. For Celine's sake, just as much as hers. Why are you doing the cooking, Sharon? I thought it might be the best way to make myself useful. Lady Schwarzer and I have been plotting out all sorts of culinary concepts that would aid with your father's recovery. She looks shockingly comfortable in our kitchen. She's a maid! Do you not remember how comfortable she was in the kitchen at the dorms? And now she has access to a manners kitchen instead of a dorm room kitchen. Of course she's gonna be more comfortable. I never really gave it much thought before, but seeing an Ouroboros enforcer standing in my house is kind of weird. Is something the matter, Master Reen? Could I make you a favorite dish or something of the sort? Lady Elisa is out shopping for ingredients at the moment, so it's not too late to put in any special requests. I would gladly leave the deciding the dinner menu to the two of you. You would be just like a married couple. Whatever you want to make will be just fine. I don't know why I'm wasting my time worrying about her past. She's still our Sharon, no matter who she worked for. Well, I've got it on my mind, though. Maybe I should take the time to ask her a bit about Ouroboros. Oh, okay, yes, I would love to hear more about it. So this is kind of out of the blue, but would you mind telling me a bit about Ouroboros? If you can, anyway. I feel like I should learn about them as much as possible. Especially since we're almost definitely going to face off again. Goodness. Would you be willing to accompany to the mountain path again? Huh? I mean, sure, but why? You'll see when we get there. Though if you need some time to get ready, I can wait. Nah, we can go now. I almost half expected us to actually, like, walk up the mountain ourselves. She's gonna assassinate us. Oh, no. Oh, a dead end? What exactly did you bring me here for, Sharon? Is there something here that I'm not seeing? This should be far enough away from the village. We wouldn't want to cause trouble for anyone, Sharon, fight! One-on-one! What are you doing? Please draw your blade, Master Reen. Allow me to take this opportunity to give you a little due practice. Practice? Where did this come from? I'm sure you don't need me to inform you of this, but Ouroboros has chosen to support the Noble Alliance in their endeavors. The agents assisting them are incredibly powerful and skilled, much like the Phantom Thief. Kill him, Sharon, end the series. Can you imagine? It's like, oh hey, you hung out with Sharon today? Game over. This is a secret ending. Because you wanted to fuck the maid. They're all that powerful? Should you choose to define the way you and your classmates fight as good, then the Society of Ouroboros is nothing short of evil. Trying to fight evil such as that head-on is pure folly. But I, too, am part of the Society. Perhaps by fighting me, you can discover something that will help you stand up to them. And I think that will be far more useful to you than simply learning information about the group that may serve no purpose. I see. Alright then. I accept your challenge. No holding back, Master Reen. I need to see what you're truly capable of. Sharon, best girl. You know what? Fair enough. Super Maid! Their impromptu training session then quickly began. Sharon showed no mercy, subjecting Reen to the full might of her many skills. And he struggled valiantly to find an opening to mount a counterattack, but barely enduring her onslaught. You're in the finale of Daybreak 2. Nice, nice, Crimson. Good job. That ending of Act 3. That was wonderful. It takes some impressive skills to be able to catch one of my steel wires in such a short period of time. I was only able to catch the one, though. I decided when I finished Daybreak 2. You're gonna continue Sky the Third. Oh, you never finished Sky the Third? Oh, that's a shame. The ending is good. The ending is very good. You started it. Gotcha. If this had been a real combat situation and you were fighting to kill, I would have been torn to shreds long before that. Oh, that may well be true. Still, you determinedly tried to find ways to turn overwhelming odds in your favor, never once giving up. Seeing that was enough to make me believe this practice session was not in vain. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Sharon? Why do you do so much to help us when you're supposedly still with Ouroboros? I got an hour into the prologue and just went, you know what, I'm going to do something else, and I started Daybreak. Okay. Interesting. It seems strange to be trained on how to fight against their members by someone who's still a part of their group. The enforcers of Ouroboros are granted to a certain degree of freedom in what we do. I simply exercise that freedom to choose serving yourselves and the Rhineford family over Ouroboros. Though the fact that I am a member of the Society does not change, of course. That clears up approximately nothing for me, right? At the very least, I can assure you that you have nothing to worry about. Until this war reaches a conclusion, I'll fight alongside you and your classmates, that I promise. My love and devotion are with not only Lady Elisa, but with each and every one of you. I swear to the goddess that I will protect and fight for you with all that I am. Thank you. We'll be counting on you, Sharon. Always. Nothing would make me happier. The conversation over, Sharon gave Reen first aid for the injuries he'd sustained during the battle. and together they happily return to Ymir. Hey, level 2 already. I must admit, I found that training incredibly rewarding. But now that you've exercised, you should eat something nutritious and take a rest. Nothing that will spoil your appetite for tonight's dinner, of course. Oh, don't worry, Sharon. We can never spoil our appetite for you. Even if I ate 100 pieces of cake. I love Sharon, but man, why do they make her so scary in her profile picture? Hey, Claire. Nice to see that Milliam hasn't lost any of her spark. Even though we really had our work cut out for us back in Nord, I'm glad we managed to resolve the trouble there. Speaking of Nord, I should probably ask, do you know anything about that Altina girl? Like why she and Milliam both have weird puppets and the same last name? I do. Unfortunately, all of my information is the property of the Intelligence Division, and as such, my lips are sealed. Aww. But to be blunt, telling you would only serve to confuse you, and we can't afford to have your mind anywhere else right now. Fair point. Ooh, what are you guys whispering about? I'm not gonna lie, in Cold Steel 1 it was funny every time she shows up out of nowhere. Yes, I have met Altina. I met her last episode. I then proceeded to fight her, and she kicked our ass, alongside Blue Blanc, but yeah, they kicked our ass together. Wait, I see what's going on here. Hush whispers, staying close, working together. You two are dating, aren't you? No. No, we're not, Milliam. Excuse me? That's your definition of dating? Wait, hold on. That was enough to update somebody's... one of their character books? Oh, okay, gotcha. I figured I would have to wait until I next spoke to Claire on for a bonding event to learn more about her in the book. This spot's got the best view of the whole town you can get. Now where am I gonna play today? Someone mentioned a spot that you can snowboard around here. That sounds like it'd be kind of fun. Nice to see she's making herself at home. Go back at the Sharon's pic, the notebook. Doesn't she look scary? I'll look here in a few minutes. If she's interested in snowboarding, she might need some help to get started. Maybe I should go with her. Sure. Snowboarding, huh? Want me to join you? I hate to assume, but I'm guessing you've never gone before? I grew up around snow, so I can show you the ropes if you want. You mean it? That'd be awesome! But I did say I'd lend Claire a hand today. Go have fun. You can help me out later. Hee hee! Boom! Schedule cleared! Let's go carve some powder! That's what you say, right? Something like that. Either that or sniff some powder. Though, I don't think you're ready for that, Milliam. Wow, this course is super nice looking. Yep. All the younger guys in the village helped make it. That goes for me too, of course. It was a while before enrolling at the academy. Yeah, she's too young for that, for sure. Really? Neat. Alright, time to have some fun. But you've never used a snowboard, right? You should probably start by learning the basics instead of trying to have a race right off the bat. Nah, why go through all the boring stuff when I've got Lammy? What kind of trouble are you conjuring up this time? Or, just do what Dante does and use a demon as your snowboard. Lammy! I'll race on Lammy, you race on your snowboard, and we'll see who claims victory! That kind of defeats the point of a snowboarding competition if you're not going to use a snowboard, but sure. You can't be serious. There's not much point in racing on a snowboard, of course, if you're just going to fly over everything. But it'll be fun, and fun's all that matters. So let's go, go, go! Oh, I have a minigame in the middle of the... I will read your comment here in a bit. Is there like a crouch or something to help me go faster? Well, I don't think we really stand a chance of beating her. Not when she's got Lammy. If I had known there was going to be a mini game in this one, I might have saved and tried to go out of my way to beat it. You win! All the girls sit on the arm of their giant mecha. True. Milliam does it. Ren did it back in the 2D games. I don't know if she still does it when we meet her in the 3D games. I don't even know if she still has Pater Mater. Don't tell me. Do not answer that. I do not want the answer to that question. And victory is mine. Look at you, Reen. I can't believe you beat Lammy. Well, I'm pretty used to snowboarding. And this is the beginner course. Ergetlam sure is fast, though. Racing against him reminded me of when we were chasing you two all across the Highlands. Heh, guess you did, huh? Lammy can do way more than this, though. Probably the only one who could really take him down would be that one girl and Sammy. Yeah, Altina. Actually, now that you've brought it up, you wouldn't happen to know anything about her, would you? I mean, you've got the same surname. That can't be a coincidence. Beats me. All I can tell you is that that was definitely the first time we've ever met. Maybe she's a friend of a friend or something. Or a long-lost sister. That doesn't explain the surname. You know, I really don't know much about Milliam. We might be classmates, but she doesn't talk much about her background. Maybe she's just not ready to. Who cares who she is anyway? Friend, foe, or distant relative? She kidnapped Elise and the princess, right? Well, yeah, but we're gonna save them, Reen. If fighting her is what it takes to make that happen, then that's just what we're gonna do. Very optimistic view of that, Milliam, but thank you. And I'm gonna help, because that's what classmates are for, right? Heh. Right you are. Thanks, Milliam. We still don't have any clues as to where the two of them actually are, but I'll be counting on you to help us find out, and to rescue them when that time comes. You betcha! Aww. They stayed out for a while longer to enjoy the wintry scene together, then headed back to Ymir. Bond with Milliam strengthened. Alright, level 3. Counterattack, powerful strike. Thanks for coming with me, Reen. Next time, I gotta try turning Lammy into a board or something. That'd be awesome. What can't Lammy do? That's a great question. Putting Milliam's questionable observational skills aside, I'm glad we have Sharon on our team. What does that have to do with Milliam? She'll provide a valuable asset in protecting this town from the outside threats, too. Which means we're safe for now. You should rest up while you can, Reen. You're probably right, but first I want to talk to one more person. Who? I don't know yet. I'm so glad your dad's finally woken up. Think you might invite him to the hot springs tonight for a little father-son bonding? Maybe not just yet. He should probably stay in bed until he gets back a bit more of his strength back. Okay, yeah, probably a good idea. I'm sure he'd love it if you invited him at some point, though. Honestly, I'd like to bring Dad and Fiona here when things settle down. We can enter the foot bath, though, with everybody. And recover our CP. That's the main reason to do this. At least mechanically. And that's everybody's CP. At least of those 4 that were on screen. Who else do we want to hang out with, chat? I've got Elisa, Toval, Gaius, or Machias. You know what? I think I know who I want to hang out with of these four. You're not Elisa. Where'd Elisa go? Oh, she's in the shop. Gotcha. I'll talk to you, though. I'm gonna head into the mountains for some hunting. Should go well. I used to do it all the time back in the Corps. I'll be sure to catch your dad something good to eat. Thanks. Still don't forget to rest. You're really gonna need it. Roger. You're gonna say, Elisa? Yep. Fair enough. I am in the wrong building, I think. Oh wait, never mind. Yes, I am. I'm in the right one. I wonder if I can change her costume when she's not in the party. I can. Sharon wants to do some cooking later, so I'm here to stock up on ingredients. She's asked for stuff that'd be nice and nutritious for your dad, too. Thank you so much for doing this. You must be exhausted after all that time you spent in Nord, too. So try to get some rest if you can. Thanks. Maybe I will. You know, the foot bath I passed on the way here might be a great way to do that. I haven't used it since our trip, so maybe I could do with a little dip. I'm tempted to join her. Yeah, sure. That does sound good. Can I come with? The more the merrier. Let me just finish up my shopping, and we can head over. The more the merrier, huh? You don't want it to just be you and me, Elisa? After Reen helped Elisa carry her purchases back home, the two of them made their way over to the footbath. You can feel the warmth coursing through your whole body. It feels like all my exhaustions are just melting away. Yeah. The footbath's nice all year round, but it's really something special during the winter. Last time we were here, it was still early fall, so I imagine you can feel the difference too. I can, actually. I think it was winter when I came here with my family as a little girl, too. Oh yeah, you mentioned that the last time you were here, that you'd been here once with your family. Do you remember how long ago? Well, my father was still alive, so it was around 9 years ago, I suppose. It was grandfather's idea to bring us all here. This was back before Sharon joined our family, too. That sounds exactly like something he'd suggest. If it was 9 years ago, that'd make it a few years or so after my dad adopted me. Oh, how funny would it be if we actually bumped into each other back when we were kids? Maybe you did. Maybe you just don't remember each other. We couldn't stay for long since everyone was really busy with work at the time. But I'll treasure the memory forever. The whole family together, laughing and smiling, mother and father at my side. It's amazing how much can change in 9 years. Everything is completely different now, both at home and Ereboni as a whole. I just hope Mother is alright, wherever she is now. Give me a minute. A minute for what? Look at it, chat! It's adorable! I want one! I need like 7 of these. Right now. What is it? It's called a happiness hair. They're seen as a kind of good luck charm around here. Normally, you'd put a bit more effort into making one and use different materials, but this'll do for now. Aww. It's a sweet little thing, isn't it? I know, right? When we were kids, Elise used to always make one for me whenever she thought I was down. Oh. Sorry, you must be as worried about her as I am about my mother. I'm sure she's just fine. That's what I'm choosing to believe. Aren't they adorable? They are! So try to believe that your mom is fine too. I'm sure that you'll be reunited with her before long. Just don't give up hope. Yeah, I won't. We're gonna stumble upon her corpse later tonight, aren't we? Come on, don't cry. Here, this'll cheer you up. Don't worry, you. Wait, was that Was that a memory from when I came here as a little girl? Just forget your mom's a total workaholic. Exactly. Elisa? Sorry, I guess it's a little childish to think something like this would cheer you up. Oh, no, that's not it at all. Thanks for the encouragement, Reen. I won't give up. And I'll keep believing that we'll both be reunited with our families before long. Haha, that's what I like to hear. After that, they soaked their feet in the footbath for a little while longer and enjoyed some pleasant conversation. When they got out, Reen bade farewell to Elisa, who chose to return to the general store. Why would she go back to the general store? She's done with shopping, right? Reen and Elisa reached Link level 3. Those footbaths are really great. Just one little dip and your whole body warms right up. Maybe I'll get Sharon to join me next time. Maybe. Maybe. Do I have anybody who still needs to go up to level 1? Oh, I need to go up to level 1 on a few of Machias's things. Anything for Sharon? No. Let me guess, Sharon doesn't have any costumes by default. Nope. I guess I can still give them accessories, but like... Shadow strings, thin yet sturdy steel wires that are incredibly sharp. Range 3. So she's a bit of a mid-range fighter. She has 1,000 strength. Look at her profile. Oh, right. You did say that, didn't you? Also, I just realized she joins us at level 69, chat. Nice. Nice indeed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean now, Crimson. She simultaneously looks like she's trying to scare you and seduce you at the same time. Thank you for the Hydrate Frost. She fought against Reen in order to train him to better stand up to Ouroboros, which she remains part of. I'm so conflicted. Should I be terrified or turned on? That is the question of the day, isn't it, Crimson? And to be fair, both is an acceptable answer here. I'm scaroused. Hey, I can play the A2 course. Let's go with A level 2. I did not catch how many flags I need to get on for this one, so... I'll read your thing here in a minute, Crimson. I see it there. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Will that be enough to disqualify me? I don't know. I don't remember what the target time is. Is it just a minute? Okay. Whatever you want, Master. Fair.
I did it!
She's like, Master, it's ready, and Master, we can go. Why would I want to lower the difficulty and try again? Heh, that's my boy. Wouldn't feel right if the son of the Ymir couldn't handle that course. Well, here's your prize. Go on and take it. Received a hair. And I'll be sure to keep the courses well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by. I certainly will. See you then. 2 snowboarding minigames beaten up, chat. Still a little sad that I didn't get to fight those monkeys. Well, I think it's time to make a little bit of story progress. Story progress, chat. I thought that would have taken longer. Although, I guess I am still used to the last game, where I would have 6 bonding points to do this game, instead of only 3. Sharon was in the society, right? She still is. Do you think she knew Loa? Probably. I mean, I don't know about definitely, but it's definitely possible that she knew him. I don't know if everybody in Ouroboros necessarily knows each other directly. I mean, once you get to, like, the Anguis level, they probably all know each other, but I don't know about if every one of the enforcers do. And definitely not all of their minions know each other. I don't know, though. Bum, 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 bring. Lois does say he looked after Ren and Joshua like an older brother, so maybe. Yeah, exactly, maybe.
You went up a rank.
I'm gonna guess we got an A rank for the chapter.
Here's a little something
I don't
from the
think I got
guild.
an S at all. Received luck as a perk, nice. True gladiator headband.
Keep it up. Wow, nice job.
What'd I say, chat? A rank. I guessed correctly. Maybe one day we'll hit the elusive S rank in a chapter, but without a guide, I don't know how easy that's going to be to do. Is Love? That just feels wrong to say in my mouth. I'm not saying that I'm right, you're wrong. It just feels wrong in my mouth. Good morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? We did. Thank you. I think I could speak for everyone when I say that it was just what we needed to take on the day. Every time I heard it, that's how they say it. Fair. Oh, so, like, they talk about him in future games? Maybe even in this game, I don't know. Breakfast was delicious, too. I'm kind of jealous of you, Reen. Huh, really? It wouldn't have been possible if not for Sharon. She's been an incredible help these past couple of days. I'm not saying that. She's even taught a few new tricks in the kitchen. All this cooking's been rather fun with her around. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. This has been a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the local dishes. I simply can't wait to treat each and every one of you with the new recipes I've picked up after some additional practice. I doubt you even need the practice, Sharon. Just don't go forgetting that this isn't your home, okay? No overstepping your bounds. Tee, but of course. Incidentally, how is Baron Schwarzer? As much of a relief it was to see him up and about again, he doesn't seem to be back to his old self yet. I'm afraid not, and you wouldn't be the only one who's noticed either. Father Bernard said as much when he came by as well. For now, he needs to focus on getting his strength back. We'll have to take things one step at a time, but so long as he eats well and gets plenty of rest, I'm told he'll be fine. Haha, glad to hear it. So am I. Just please tell him to not try and rush things. You know how he is, Mom. No need to tell me. I heard you just by myself. Should you be out of bed? Shouldn't you be resting, darling? And what did I literally just say? You should get back to bed, Dad. Not to worry. My injuries have entirely closed at this point, so a little trip down the stairs won't kill me. Someone needs to teach Fee how to dress for the winter. And her alternate costumes don't really help with that. If anything, I'm a bit unsteady on my feet after all that sleeping. But you can't fault me for wanting to see my son and his friends off, can you? You can forgive your old man for playing tough just this once. Well, if it's just this once... Milliam's wearing shorts, yes, but she's wearing stockings to keep her legs warm. Exactly. if you must. You can clearly see who Reen takes after. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, his mom. Elisa's wearing arm sleeves and knee-high socks to keep her legs warm. Exactly. I don't doubt for a moment that you'll find your classmates and bring them back here safely. So go out there and do it. Go and walk the path you want to take through these turbulent times. You may not know what path that is just yet, but so long as you're together, you'll find something to guide you in the right direction. Thanks, Dad. I'll be back before you know it. Until then, I leave everything here in your capable hands. I won't let you down. Good luck, son. Shall we get going? We're gonna go see Valley at the end of the valley, right? Yeah, we need to use the spirit again to travel, and he's our way in. Ah, okay, Valimar. She's giving him the nickname Valley. Gotcha. We'll need to figure out who's going to be going this time, too. I'll make leaving that decision to you, Master Reen. Yeah, I agree. Let's make sure we've got taken care of everything we need to before taking off, too. Roger. Excuse me. Okay, so once again, I need 2 children and an adult. I need an adult, chat. Thank you for explaining the joke. It helped a lot. I was explaining it for my own sake, Frost. I mean, yeah, we should probably bring Elliot as a healer. Who do we bring as our 3rd child? Who are you, Gohan? I might be. Actually, no, Machias. We have to bring Machias, because we're gonna go be seeing Usus. Now then, which adult do we bring? We'll bring the brand new adult. Dodge. Why didn't you dodge? Leaving preparations to Reen and his chosen group, the rest went on ahead.
Right.
Very well.
We get to play as Sharon, chat. She holds up her little things. Okay, that's actually quite adorable. Travel to the end of the valley, the story will advance and it won't be possible to return to Ymir. Can I like not fast travel? I kind of want to like normal travel to the end of the valley. I guess not. Do you like my desk? It's made out of mahogany. Fine, we'll fast travel. It sounds vaguely familiar, Crimson. It's also from Abridged. Got it. It's been so long since I've seen DBZ Abridged, like any of it. Reboot complete. Returning from an active state. Awakener and secondary contractor Waveforms detective. Looks like he's got more than enough mana back now. Yeah, we should be able to use the spirit path anytime we want. I don't think I'll ever get used to this thing. Those soldats are amazing for sure, but divine knights make them seem downright ordinary by comparison. King Yima is showing Goku his desk and tells him it's made out of mahogany and just keeps saying it. The Panzer soldats certainly can't compare to divine knights in terms of individual strength. As they can be mass-produced and used in a wider variety of strategies, however, they do have their advantages. After everything we've done so far, I'll bet the Alliance will be more on guard against the Ashen Knight than before. Especially since they have a Divine Knight of their own. We'll need to avoid using Valimar carelessly for the time being. Good point. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Still, looking at him, it's hard not to be glad that he's on our side. Can't argue with that. After all, it was only thanks to him that we are able to drive out the Alliance's forces out of Nord. And he did it in style, too! Haha. All in all, we're just going to need to be aware of our own limits and do what we can. It is a Gundam! Exactly. We can use Valimar in our strategies, but we can't expect him to bail us out every time we're in a bind. Unless the story dictates that that's how we get out of the situation. That deny us the chance to grow, and we need to do that. And we need to do just that if we're ever to find our rightful place in this war. Couldn't agree more, Reen. Welcome back, Black Rose. It's good to see you again. Know that I got your backs all the way, too. Referencing unicorn? Anyway, with that settled, our next destination's Legram, right? That's the one. Time to grab The Last of Us. The Last of Us? That video game? But just to be sure, could you double check that for us, Valimar? Yeah, you were here earlier, but you haven't been in the conversation. I assumed you were, like, off doing stuff. You know, work-related things. Acknowledged. 2 waveforms detected in the gram to the south-southeast. All vital signs appear normal. 2? At least it's not hard to guess who those 2 could be. Wait a second. 2? The last time I asked, you said 3 were there. He did, didn't he? Oh, yeah. Who left the area then? We can exclude Crow for obvious reasons, but that still doesn't completely narrow things down. It's either Eustace, Laura, or Emma. Okay, so it is just those 3. For some reason, I thought there was another person we were still missing. Beyond just Crow. Makes you wonder why they left too. My detection mechanism is not perfect. The results can be influenced by the energy flowing through the ground. Oh, right. In other words, if the third person is on the move or aboard an airship, he wouldn't be able to see them. I miss Patrick that much? No. I see. That could account for the discrepancy. I understand that you're concerned, but the situation in Ereboni is changing constantly. You won't get very far if you let yourself waver from something this small, Reen. I'm with Captain Claire. At the very least, we know that 2 of your classmates are there. No need to freak out just yet. Let's just choose who's going to move, okay? Yeah, you guys are right. Any ideas on who should go or stay? We've already made that decision, Rain! For start, I think we should stick to traveling with the same number of people as we did last time. So 4 of us. Toval and Captain Claire. I'd prefer it if one of you came along as well. Does that work for everyone? But we've already made our decisions, though! If I may be so bold, I'd like to add my name to the list of choices. Should you agree to let me join, it would be my honor to serve you to the utmost of my abilities, whether Lady Elisa was with us or not. Actually, that'd be great, Sharon. No matter how you slice it, having her come with us would be a huge help. You have a good night, AOD. We'll talk to you later. That means at least 2 of us will be able to remain behind and survey the village. Game system ahead of the story. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Oh, fair. I'm just now realizing what you're saying, Black Rose. Like it's just clicking. Thanks, Sharon. We'd be happy to have your help. In that case, you'll need to choose 3 additional party members to accompany you to Legram. 2 of them must be from Class 7, while the last must be Toval, Captain Claire, or Sharon. After choosing your party, you won't be able to change it for some story. Huh? We already did this part! Okay. I guess it's giving me one last chance to, like, change things up. And, like, I kind of realized that maybe I should have Elisa if I'm going to have Sharon with me, so, like, I'm glad it did that. But also, huh? Confirm. Gladiator headband, recovery rate up 60%. Wait, who has the regular gladiator headband? You do. Again, she's our battery. We can have her go up some stuff. Let's go. I'm also a huge Digimon fan, so the guns on the waist of Strike Freedom reminds me of Hydramon, and I thought he was awesome as a kid. That's fair. Time to go. You guys ready to head out? You might find someone's been keeping an eye on the guild house for me while I've been away. Say thanks to them for me, okay? Not sure if you'll have any reason to drop by, but if you do, I've got a feeling they'll lend you a hand. I don't see any reason why we can't. Take care and have a safe journey. Bye-bye! I think it's the time we depart, If you would, Celine? Who is it? Zin, I don't know. I don't know either. Right. I can guess. I don't think it would be anybody too major. Like, I don't think it would be, like Joshua or Estelle. Like, that would just be, like, too crazy. Ooh, it might be Cassius. Or Cassius, or however it's pronounced. Our destination, Legram. Acknowledged. Activating Spirit Path. Could it be anybody from Calvard? Not Calvard, Crossbell. It wouldn't be Arios. Could it be, like, maybe Scott or someone like that? I guess it could be Sarah. But also, I feel like he would have just said, by the way, Sarah's been taking care of this for me. Also, Crimson, I feel like you would know. Because you've played this game before. You don't remember. I see. I played this almost a year ago. I feel like that's the sort of thing that would have stuck out in your mind. Unless it was somebody that the game, like, thinks you might remember, but it wasn't somebody that you knew. It could also be, like, any of the bracers from Crossbell. Although, no, because shit's still going down in Crossbell. Maybe one of the other bracers from Liberl? I can't remember any of their names offhand. Kurt. I know Kurt is one of them. Yeah, no, I'm blanking as to who they could possibly be. One moment. Sorry. That's all that was. Sure is foggy here. Thank goodness, we've arrived safely. And this must be the thick fog that I've heard so much about. This is where we fought that archaism. That should mean we're on the Ebel Highway. Oh, really? Well, we've got more archaisms to deal with this time. More than archaisms to deal with this time. The higher elements seem to be active in this area as well. Just like they were when that cryptid appeared. Wait a minute. Does that mean something strange is happening here too? You know, when there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call, chat? My, stay on guard, everyone. Following the highway to the south will take us to Legram. Go, Snappa! Exactly. Once there, We can ask around and see if anyone's seen anything odd. Agreed. Alright, let's... Wait, have you been to Legrand before? That doesn't matter right now, let's just go. She was Reen. Clearly somebody didn't watch my stream of the game and realized that the kitty was following us through the last game.
Leave this to me.
May I?
Oh, I wanted to see her combo strings.
Here I go.
She's automatically paired with Machias. At this point in the story, or in the final chapter, aligning with this point in Cold Steel 2. Gotcha. Well, yeah, that part's obvious because of something that happens at the end of last game that happens at the beginning of the final chapter in Cold Steel,
No problem.
in Azure.
It's my turn. Take this.
Oh,
My turn.
With pleasure.
what do you have for crafts? Binding chains. Binds prey and then slashes it. Attacks twice. Ooh. Charges through foes, binding them and cutting them. Delivers a cup of mid-battle tea to refresh the body and heal the mind. Heals 50% HP, 50 CP, and cures ailments. Doesn't affect herself, but that's honestly okay. Death's Embrace, class triple S. Binds foes, then beckons them to death. I guess the bosses are going to be immune to this. And I guess this is only, what if Cher is the reason Ren loves tea? Maybe. I don't remember that being a huge part of her character in the 2D games. So if you're spoiling things about Ren's character for me, Crimson, so help me. Ooh. Wow, that is a...
Look, there's a treasure chest.
That is a range for sure. Flame Tongue. I should probably also give you some ornaments. Makes sense that she would have predominantly black. Also white. That's weird. You're joking. Oh, I already have Demonic Scythe. You know more about Ren than I do. Gotcha. Let's see, Flame Tongue. Flames erupt from the ground, skewering enemies. Spark Arrow. Unleashes a line of dealing damage. Oh, no, Hair. Increases odds of successfully running from battle by 40%. We should probably equip that on somebody. An AoE heal is always a good option, chat. Didn't play Sky the Third, remember? I mean, no, but, you know, Ren isn't exclusive to the Sky games. Fortuna, drop rate plus 30%, equipped character only. Cool. In fact, you probably know more about her than I do, considering the fact that you've played through the later games.
We got this.
Here I go. There. Ha! Now's our chance.
Gotcha.
You're finished.
With pleasure.
You know, it feels like you should have like a small AoE for your basic attack too, but
Ouch!
You're mine.
Right.
Right. Eat that.
like it's
May I?
probably for balancing reason that she doesn't,
Here I
but
go.
it feels like she should.
Right. That takes care of them.
Multiple paths that both have... Shouldn't we head out to the highway first? Yes, let's head down the hill. Never mind, I guess there's only one path. It does eventually lead to treasure if I go backwards, though.
And here's the highway.
Yep.
We'll need to turn right to reach the town then.
Let me guess, they're not gonna let me go this way? Oh, surprisingly they oh, never mind. This is the way to Berea Hard, right? Yeah, we're heading to Legrand first. It's much closer. Fine. Although, Berea hard. Maybe we'll find Laura and Emma over here and then go pick up uses in Berea hard.
I can barely see where I'm going.
Here I go. Sit. Ha! Ha!
Right.
Right. Take this. Eat that. My turn. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me. With pleasure. I
Missed.
can do this. Now, time to strike. This is
That's
it for
better.
you.
Too slow. Right. Break.
Very well.
Oh, neither of them had their stats lowered.
No problem.
And you keep missing.
Here I go.
May I?
Here I go.
That's that.
Her base
Let's keep
attack can
moving.
inflict nightmare.
I did it.
10,000 HP. Not from that. Must be from an orb that, or a course that she has on by default. Attacks, crafts, inflicts random elements. There it is, chat. 30% chance to inflict a random abnormality, and a 30% chance specifically to inflict nightmare. Gotcha. I imagine that'll be quite useful.
Ha! Ha!
Very well. We got this.
My turn. Ha!
May I? No problem. Fine. Now your chance. Strike.
It's my turn.
Never mind.
Eat that! Now's our chance! Got you! Here I go! Ha!
Okay, it's safe for now.
Enemy sighted! My turn!
Okay, it's safe.
Huh? Thank goodness.
Yay, level up on Elisa. Okay, let's pick up this chest.
That one looks nasty. Try to be careful, everyone.
You know, claiming you can't see through the fog and then being able to see a giant monster like this is, bizarre.
Oh my. What a lovely chest. Careful. This one
My turn!
They say this one looks tough. And it probably is.
May I?
Yeah, Black Rose has only watched me play it. He hasn't actually played the Sky Trilogy or the Crossbell games himself.
This won't take long. Shadow, sit. I can do this.
Vanish.
Now, time to finish this.
This might just
Leave it to me.
actually finish him off. Never mind. It will not.
It's my turn! Break!
Defense
My
down.
turn! Now! You're mine!
No problem. Turn to flames. Burn! Very well. How about this? Die!
Nice.
My turn! Now! You're mine! And not a scratch on me.
Impressive work.
Skipping turns is always good.
What in our
While
new
skipping our
treasure
opponent's
chest?
turns. Skipping our turn is not usually good. Evasion 10%. I think we'll give it to our new girl. Or maybe I should have given it to Reen. Since he's kind of up in the heat of everything all the time. So that extra 10 evade is pretty useful on him. Even if he's no fee.
Bring it on.
Let's move.
Ooh, random status. Let's go.
Second floor.
Why are we questioning everything?
I can do this. You're not getting away. Making range.
Right. Eat that.
Very well.
Yeah.
Let's move. Ha!
Very well.
Right.
Trying to beat Daybreak too. Fair enough, fair enough.
Take this.
I can do this.
Let's move. Sit.
So I
Very
can
well.
continue Sky the third before Rascal starts it. He is at the end of Sky 2, it's true. He's getting close.
I can do this.
My turn. Ha!
Oh, come now.
Leave this to me. Take this.
You don't want to be
That takes care of
spoiled.
them.
I mean, ever since he started Claire Obscure and Stellar Blade, I don't know how quickly he's going to beat Sky 2. Especially given that, you know, I think he still has the entirety of the final dungeon to do, doesn't he?
Is that Legram?
Yeah, he's only playing it once a week on Tuesdays. I don't think he's on Chapter 8 yet. Exactly. Well, we're here. Legram. So this is Laura's hometown, is it? It feels sort of mystical. I think that's what Laura meant when she... I think that's what Laura meant when she described it as a place of myths and ancient legends. Probably on the I'm on the finale, so I'll probably be beating it tomorrow, possibly. Time to get to work. First order of business is figuring out who and where the two Class 7 members are in this region are. We might want to start by asking at the Bracer Guild. Toval did ask us to pass on his regards to whoever was there, too. A wonderful idea, Master Reen. Just imagine what kind of useful information they might be able to share with us. Let's go! That's not my Celine voice. Let's go! That's closer. Excuse me, is anyone in? My, you appear to have visitors. I don't know who this is. Come on in, the door isn't locked. Oh. Hello, and welcome to the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild. I recognize him. I don't remember his name, but I recognize him. He was in... I want to say he was in Sky. He's one of the branch managers there. You don't seem to be from around here. Can I help you with anything? One moment. You look awfully familiar. Might you be Laura's classmates from Class 7? Klaus! Oh, are they acquaintances of yours? Indeed. They are Lady Laura's treasured classmates. I hadn't expected we would next meet here. You must be the Arcade family, Butler. I believe we share very similar professions. Because you'll be right back. See ya, Black Rose. Because you're both, you know, household servants? Or is he also a member of Ouroboros? Secretly. Hi, Klaus. Allow me to reintroduce myself to you. I am Klaus, and I serve as Viscount Arcade, and I serve Viscount Arcade and his family. I am most relieved to see that you are all well and in good health. I am certain that Lady Laura will be very happy to see you again. Then, Laura really is here. She certainly is. She's been staying here with Lady Emma for some time. Although I fear that you have just missed the two of them. They left not long ago. So you're the Class 7 I've heard so much about, are you? Sarah and Toval are always going on about you. What's your name again? Miles! My name is Miles. I'm currently serving as the receptionist here in the Legram branch of the guild. Do you mind filling me in on what you've been up to? It sounds like plenty has been happening on your end. Quite a bit. So Laura came here immediately after the war broke out? Correct. She arrived with her other classmates and has been residing here since. And you're all here now as part of a journey to unite everyone, I see. I had no idea that much was happening in the shadows of the Civil War. And while I've heard talk of an ash-colored knight, I didn't realize it belonged to you. It sounds like you fought rather well over in Celtic and Nord. You know about that already? The Guild's information network never ceases to amaze me. I suppose it saves us time explaining what happened. Factoring in all that you've seen elsewhere in the country, it certainly does appear that something unusual is happening behind the scenes. Perhaps the strange circumstances in the Gram of late are connected. What's happening here? Is something of concern happening here? Yeah, a couple of things actually. First, we have never before seen monsters appearing in the highway. And second, we have this thick fog that hasn't cleared for a month now. That does count as unusual. I know fog here is an ordinary of occurrence, but fog lasting for an entire month is beyond abnormal. Indeed, this is no natural phenomenon. As such, the townsfolk are beginning to grow rather disturbed by it. Were the Viscount here, I'm certain he would assuage their worries, but alas. Is he missing? He is. We've yet to hear anything from him after nearly a month. He left in the direction of the Heimdall aboard the Courageous when the war broke out, and we've been unable to reach him since. That must have been when he went to Trista. Sorry, chat. Well, it is Viscount Arcade we're talking about. I find it hard to believe anything could have happened to him. We are in agreement. But I am of the belief that he is simply biding his time and waiting for the perfect chance to act. It's a great loss to not have him here at a time like this. But on the bright side, the Noble Alliance's power doesn't reach quite this far. Which leaves us to focus on dealing with problems like these. Klaus has been a wonderful help in that regard, as have Lady Laura and Emma. They've both been helping out with guild stuff, huh? Do you have any idea where they are now? You said something about them going out earlier, didn't you? Indeed, they left not long ago. Emma said that she sensed something out of the ordinary over at Lohengrin Castle. After that, they hurried aboard a boat and began to investigate. Sorry. Isn't that the castle we learned about in one of Instructor Thomas's lectures? You visited during your field study here, didn't you, Green? Yeah, we encountered some pretty strange things there last time. And only the two of them went there? Yes, I did try to convince them to do otherwise, but they remained adamant. They insisted, if we cannot do something as simple as this, how can we hope to see our friends again? I could hardly bring myself to press the matter any further after hearing as much. I can easily picture it. Once she gets an idea into her head, there's no stopping her. Given the circumstances, it's only right for us to go and help them. I agree. Let's head to Lohengrin Castle. You're just as I'd heard you were. I'm sure they'll be most relieved to see you. Please, assist them however you can. I will see to readying a boat for you at once. As soon as you are ready to depart, make your way toward the pier. Thank you, we will. Well, let's go and get ready. It's in wartime situations like these that the power of the guild is needed most. I don't have many bracers I can send out, but I'll be sure to send them to the more troubled regions first. That's why I came to Legram. It's easy to get news from the west from here. I didn't expect this to happen, though. Leave everything here to me. Please do what you can to bring Laura and Emma back safely. The town is just the sort of dignified area one would expect. Until the mansion and training hall enter your view and ruin everything. Arcade is a little more than a branch school, and it's clear its master is lacking as a ruling lord as he is a swordsman. The food here, on the other hand, is delectable. Well, that's by virtue of surrounding greenery, so it doesn't even count. I always knew the Arcade family couldn't hope to live up to my illustrious lord, and I was right. Who's she supposed to be? She seems really strong for a random girl at an inn. Why, she must be a traveler, of course. I wonder where she's headed. I don't know, she doesn't look all that important. This is all your fault. If you hadn't been so slow, we would have been back in Heimdall by now. Now we're stuck here, possibly forever. My, what a curious thing to say. If I hadn't been so slow, as you put it, we would have arrived in Heimdall just in time to be caught in the occupation. That's beside the point. Really now, then please, by all means, enlighten to me as to what this mysterious point is. Go ahead, dear. So, they are on the best of terms. My dad's a member of the House of Representatives, you know. Well, he was at least. He's probably had his position taken away from him by now. No one could take my position away from me. I'm a rightfully elected member. Whatever you say, Dad. They don't seem to be in a rough situation at all whatsoever, no. I'm gonna play with Julian and Carno, yay! Playing with them is so much fun, I wish I could do it every day. When are they gonna be here? I wanna play with them now. The fish is really exceptional. Life's been pretty good lately, all things considered. For one thing, business is booming. With the railway schedules all jumbled up, everyone's short on goods. That just means mine sell like hotcakes. Changing careers to a traveling merchant was the best decision I've ever made. Especially since it means I get to find all the finest dining establishments. Are you a reader? One of our previous visitors recommended a book to me a while back. I was a little hesitant at first since it was about gambling, but it's actually surprisingly interesting. I can see the curiosity in your eyes. You should give it a look yourself. Comes highly recommended. Chapter 6. Guess who's short by like 5 chapters, chat? It's fine. It's fine. I'll live. It's an animus monument. No, I didn't want to go into the house. I thought that, for some reason, I thought that was the shop. There's the shop. Good day to all of you. It's wonderful to see you here. Did you come here from the highway? That must have been quite the undertaking in a fog like this. It's been causing us no end of trouble since it first appeared. Things break much more easily, for a curious example. That's an issue that's been particularly pronounced in Ordmans, too. Find it creepy, for lack of a better word, but there's not much we can do about it. Oh, on the topic of ornaments, if you have any that need fixing, let Duncan know. He'll get them working in no time. You do have Chapter 4. Character Cassius Brights gets his name from Paolo Cassius and Bright Noah, the two men to captain the White Base, the mothership of the titular Mobile Suit Gundam. Huh. I did not know that either, Crimson. Interesting to know. I will read that book at some point. Mind 2. Definitely gonna need one of those for once Emma joins the party. There's a lot of Lord of the Rings references too. Interesting. We've got an attack 1 and an attack 2 for Laura. Oh, we probably also need a few action 2s. Nice to see you all well. You should go take a safe journey. You should be safe and sound here in the Gram, so take a load off and enjoy your stay. We've had our fair share of strange occurrences around here of late, but that's nothing we can't handle. Well, with the protection of the goddess and the spirits at least, we owe them our thanks for all that they've done. Let's go and, yeah. Like the name of a weapon Joshua uses in Sky SE is called the Strider, which is the name of, Aragorn went by. Why couldn't I read that? I don't know. Right, we need to... Where do I get a boat anyways? Oh, at the docks. Makes sense. Like when Elliot bites the precious off of Ring's finger, and then slips and falls into the lava of Mount Doom. Yep, that's, that one's a little easy for anybody to notice. I came here from the west to live with relatives until the war is over. Home just doesn't feel safe right now. I hope I never have to see one of those soldats ever again. The fog has reduced the frequency of the liner's arrival. There are more liners in operation than there are trains right now, but the cutback is still a nuisance. I wish the next one would hurry up and arrive. I want to get back to my relatives in the Sutherland province. That could take a while. Hi, Klaus. The boat is ready when you are. Will you be taking off for Lohengrin Castle right now, then? Athelas and Thelis is a reference to Athelas herb, which have healing properties in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, chat. In that case, do take care of yourselves. My prayers for your success will not cease until I see you are here completely safely. We appreciate it, Klaus. Let's get going! I agree, Celine. It's hard to believe it's the middle of the day with how poor visibility is. And this has been going on for a whole month? I imagine it's a manifestation of the chaos in Erebonia, much like the appearance of the higher elements. There's a possibility that whatever Emma sensed over at the castle is the direct cause. And I do feel like something strange is here this time, too. Oh, this time, too? You didn't follow us here during our field study, did you? Well, I do suppose there's no harm in admitting it now. I had my own duty as a familiar to fulfill, you know. I was to make sure that this area didn't have any undesirable effects on you as a potential awakener. What kind of undesirable effects? Does that mean Legram has something to do with the Divine Knights? More Lohengrin Castle than Legram as a whole. Once upon a time, a Divine Knight, just like the Ashen and Azure Knights, supposedly slumbered there. Are you serious? There are more than 2? Just what are the Divine Knights anyway? All I've heard are ancient legends, unfortunately. So all I know is there was once a Divine Knight here. And now it's gone, along with its awakener. Gone? Gone where, I wonder? Oh look, I can see the castle now. Way to just end the conversation, Celine. We're almost there. Prepare to disembark, everyone. This is one eerie old castle. Laura and Emma would have no reason to explore the castle grounds. So let's just go straight inside. Yep, they're inside all right. I can feel Emma's mana. Be careful on the way up. I remember how steep it was before, and all this fog's not going to make the trip any easier. True enough. Makes me wonder what this place looks like without all the fog around. We've seen it without all the fog, though it was pretty late at night. It's probably gonna feel like a new place, even though it's technically not. Oh, I can't break any of this stuff with my whips.
What a pain.
You look awfully happy about seeing Emma again soon, though.
I do not.
I mean, why wouldn't you be happy about seeing your human again, Celine? I know there's somebody that will be happy to see again. And she's got blue hair. Lohengrin the castle. Last time we were here, the castle had this weird light surrounding it. It was a barrier ring. Kinda like the old schoolhouse. Based on what I'm sensing, it shouldn't take long before... Wait, something's with her. I think Emma's fighting. Maybe it's what Emma was sensing before she left? Then we have no time to waste. We should hurry. Weapons at the ready. Right behind you. Okay, chat. We're gonna save here. Another one of these things. Oh,
Laura,
okay.
Emma!
Is that a cryptid? It looks just like the one from Nord.
It's the exact same one from Nord.
Come, Emma. We'll fight with all we have.
Emma looks like a proper witch here.
Right.
Not an old woman, like an actual witch. Yeah, cut off that tail. It didn't cut off, chat.
Looks Lamina.
Yeah, right? She really does.
Now, Laura.
Of course.
Yeah!
Be gone.
Be gone, dragon. Yeah.
That was incredible.
2-on-1 against one of those things?
Wow, Laura's grown even stronger since we last saw her.
And that's a scary thought, Rain.
Emma's no slouch either. Her powers never cease to amaze. Looks like they didn't need our help after all.
They're not out of the woods yet. So it seems.
Round 2? It's just gonna spawn in? Okay. Well, at least it's not the same one. Gluttonous Lizard Zelvenmon. Oh, Zelvenom.
What is that?
Well, it's the prototype for the ultimate life form, Laura. The real ultimate life form is gonna be like a 3-foot tall black and red hedgehog, but this is the prototype.
Where did it come from?
Laura,
I don't know.
Emma!
Am I imagining things?
No.
Green.
Maria!
Serene. We can explain after we've taken care of things here.
We'll back you two up. Ready?
I can't believe you're here. Very well. Then lend me your strength.
Let's go, everyone.
If only we could
This one
utilize
looks
chaos
dangerous.
control.
Be careful.
My
That would
turn.
make things so much easier.
All right. right, let's do this.
Of course.
Right. Break. They're off balance. Got you.
Hey, you got your girlfriend.
Leave
How do
this
I
to me.
feel? I feel great. Ooh, status down efficacy is 10%. Strength up,
Of
art
course.
defense down. What do you have by default? Ooh, you just have Flame Tongue? Are you weak to fire? You are not. That would have been too simple, chat.
Arcus
It's probably
activate.
still her best move on account of, you
Now.
know, its S rank damage. 3,700 is pretty good. Ow.
Here I go. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me. It's my turn.
You're going to bed? Okay, have a good night, Crimson.
Ah,
Leave this to
See
me.
ya laters.
Hang in there, everyone. Thanks.
thank you very much.
Leave this to me. Zai!
Ooh.
Now.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Here I go. Here goes.
Heck yeah.
Overdrive!
There. Ha! Now.
An opening! My turn.
Seal is decent.
Shatter!
Well, bad, but
Now's our
possible.
chance.
Got you.
did not
Let's
get
move. There. Ha! Now's our chance.
An opening!
it. Oh. Wait.
Protected! They're off guard! On
Yeah.
now.
Leave it
All
to me.
right.
Alrighty.
Take this. Here I go.
Is there anything that's worth battle scoping from this guy? Not really. Can I reach Laura? Oh, heck no, I cannot reach Laura with this.
It's my turn. Ah,
Luminous Ray? 4,000 is the number to beat. Oh! That
Here I
did in
go.
fact deal more than 4,000 damage. That being said,
Behold the might of the Archsage School! Radiant Wall!
finally, she says it. She actually says Radiant Waltz instead of Radiant Blade Dance.
We should keep going.
Exactly how it should be.
Indeed. Well, that was a simple fight.
finally.
Yeah, I can't sense anything else here now. You guys okay?
Yeah.
It's really you, isn't it? You're all here.
Saying we're all here is, not accurate, but okay.
Of course it's us.
I don't know what to say. This is all so sudden.
Laura!
Still, I'm happy to see you're well, Reen.
Where's Black Rose? I bet he's excited right now.
I'm genuinely lost for words. I've never considered myself as the sort to cry at reunions like these, but clearly I was mistaken.
I'm really sorry for making you worry about me, and I can't possibly thank you enough for fighting on so that we could see each other again like this.
There's no need to apologize, Reen. I swore to fight as Class 7's. No. As your sword.
As my sword?
I swore that my blade would not be broken until it returned to your side.
Well, that just means that you're not using your blade enough, Laura.
And I swear now to continue upholding every word I've said, with Adios as my witness.
Yeah.
I really am glad to see you're all right.
I knew you'd be excited, Black Rose.
Too, Emma.
I feel the same way.
I like how Laura puts in like this big heartwarming speech about how she misses
I
us
can hardly believe that
and
this
how
is
she's
actually
ready
happening.
to stand by our side again. And Emma's just like, yeah, me too. I feel the same way.
The days finally come where we can all be together again. It all feels like a wonderful dream.
A wonderful dream, huh? Well, fortunately, this isn't a dream. These might be tough times for Erebonia, but we're persevering. That perseverance is what brought us together again, and the fact that we found each other makes everything we've been through along the way worth it.
Sure does.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. But I know that I wouldn't have been able to come this far if not for you.
Me?
You accepted me despite everything. Knowing that gave me the courage to keep going. If not
Aw.
for that courage, I doubt I would be here now. I'm truly grateful to you, Reen.
You've really grown strong, Emma.
Yay! Emma with Celine.
Wait, Emma! Oh, thank you, Celine. Thank you for all the support you've given my classmates. And thank you for coming all the way here with them to see me.
Please, it was nothing. But I'm glad
Sure,
you're okay,
Celine.
I guess.
It's not like I am glad to have you as a person who pets me or anything, Baka.
At least I won't end up astray.
Celine, there's nothing wrong with being honest about your feelings, you know.
Exactly. That goes to you too, chat. There's nothing wrong with being honest about your feelings.
Now we just need to find Eustace.
Right.
Well, we've done what we set out to do here. There's no sign of any more cryptids either. Might I suggest we return to Legram for now?
Definitely a good thing that there's no more cryptids.
Count me in. You guys are
I wanted
fine
to
with that
explore
too,
more of the
right?
castle, though.
That's fine by me. We can tell you more about what we've been doing since we parted ways.
Then we're off to the pier.
We're off to see the wizard. Reen's in a boat with Emma and Laura. Good on you, Reen. Good on ya. The fog's actually a little less dense than it was on the way here. Maybe it's because we defeated those cryptids. Most likely so. I imagine they were accelerating the development of a problem that would have appeared regardless. So while the situation should settle down for now, I imagine it'll happen again in due time. Indeed, the fundamental cause is likely elsewhere and much more complex. Legram as a whole will have to stay wary for a while, I suppose. Still, listening to what you had to say, it's troubling to think of how unpredictable this war is. There's no telling what direction it's going to take. Yeah, unfortunately. The fighting between the Noble Alliance and the Imperial Army is showing no signs of letting up. And we've still got no idea what's going on over at the Academy, or what happened to the Courageous and the Viscount Arcade. It's been over a month since we last heard from either of them. I'm a little worried, to tell you the truth. I'm still fully convinced that we have nothing to worry about in that regard. My father is alive and well, of that I am certain. I believe in him. If you believe in him, then I will too. I'm sure he is perfectly fine. I find myself more concerned about the whereabouts of Master Eustace. One would expect Duke Alvarea's son to be easier to find than this. Yeah. Eustace was in Legram at one point, wasn't he? Do either of you have any idea where he is now? He was with us when we fled the academy, yes. Several days ago, he boarded a train to Bereahard. He was growing this isn't my Laura voice. He was growing increasingly concerned over what was happening in the region. At least we know where he went. That's a relief. Of all the places he could have gone, he picked Bereahard. You know, his home? That's one of the Alliance's most well-protected strongholds now. I'm surprised it's even possible to get there by train. It was at the time, but not anymore. The Alliance has brought in heavy restrictions on railway travel since his departure. We've been at a loss as to what to do. That explains it. Well, we can think about that when we get back to town. If it comes to it, we could always walk there using the highways. Let me walk from one town to the next.
Emma?
Suddenly voice
What's
acting.
wrong?
I feel like I should have told you so many things a long time ago. About me and Celine, and about Divine Knights and Awakeners.
Oh,
It's all right, Emma. Does that mean you're ready to tell us now?
Yes, I am. It's time to finally fulfill the promise I made to you during the after-party.
well, if you're sure.
I imagine you've heard some of this from Celine already, but still. Enrolling at Thor's was originally part of my duty as one of the Hexen clan.
Checks out.
It's a clan of witches that traces its origins far back into the past.
What? Guys! Chat, Emma's a witch? What?
What kind of duty would have you enroll at a military academy?
I am so surprised.
It's one that's been passed down through our clan for a long, long time.
I know, I'm surprised too, Frost. I never would have figured that one out.
We must watch over the fragments of the great power sealed deep underground and observe whatever comes to pass regarding them, just as it did for many others before her. That duty fell to Emma as well.
When you say the great power, you mean Valimar, right? Did both of you know about the Divine Knights this whole time?
We knew of their existence, yes, as well as the fact that they choose an Awakener, and that their chosen Awakener will be drawn into an unavoidable battle.
We've had a lot of battles that we had to face.
Just because you had the potential to become one, you were drawn into a great conflict against your will. And not just you, Reen. The rest of us have become secondary contractors, and yet I couldn't say or do anything for you. I couldn't even give you a simple word of warning.
Dang,
What
that
right
sucks.
do I have to call myself your classmate after failing all of you like that?
Well, you are in our class. Therefore, you are my classmate.
Don't be silly, Emma.
What are you talking about?
Emma, you're not going to say what I think you're going to say, are you?
I'm sure this isn't what you want to hear after coming all this way to find me. But this is where we should part ways.
Emma,
I don't think Reen's gonna accept that.
you said it yourself back in the old schoolhouse. You said Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer, right?
I may not always show much in the way of class spirit, but I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
Yee.
We all come from different backgrounds, and we all had things we were maybe scared to or couldn't tell anyone. Crow has his past, you have yours. I have this strange power of mine that I've carried with me for as long as I can remember.
Let me use it as a as my, as just a game mechanic video game.
That doesn't directly relate to the Divine Knights in any way, does it?
No, though there's always the possibility it may be one of the reasons why you were chosen. I know plenty about witches and their history, but none of that gives me a clue as to what your powers could be.
All right, Ben. The point is that even after learning I had this monstrous power within me, you all accepted me without a second thought. I
It's
feel
true.
that I'm a part of Class 7 as much as anyone else, and I'm proud to say I am too. Class 7 is only the best there is because it has every one of us in it.
Couldn't have said it better myself,
Me,
Reed.
Elisa, Elliot, Laura, Thea, Machias, Eustace, Gaius, Milliam, Crow, and you, Emma. You're not an exception.
Is Crow really still a part of it, Class 7, though?
Without you, our class wouldn't be what it is. Just like it wouldn't be if any one of us weren't a part of it.
True.
Oh, Reen,
He's absolutely right.
Oh, you made Elisa cry, Reen.
I couldn't agree more.
Thank you for the 50 Mirror Frost.
So I don't want to hear you say anything like that ever again. We want you right where you are, guiding me, guiding all of us. And not just as a witch, but as the kind class president and caring friend you always have been.
Goodness.
She took off her glasses, chat.
How can I possibly refuse when you put it like that? All right, then. I can't deny the ancient knowledge that I possess, or my position as a witch, but I always want to remain the same Emma Milstein of Class 7 that I have been since the day I joined Thor's. So please, let me stay at your side.
Of course.
That goes without saying.
Always, Emma.
Who else could I compete with for the top spot in the exams?
Exactly.
What a picturesque fairy tale ending. I couldn't be more pleased, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect. I can see Legram coming into view now. Would everyone mind gathering their things and...
What's that?
Is that an airship?
It's coming
Oh.
from the sky to the west.
Is that?
Courageous? Crossing my finger? Nope. I don't think so. Nope, definitely not. Now that I can see the color and the shape more closely. Definitely not the Courageous.
An Alliance airship?
Wait, that's a commanding officer ship too.
Indeed. Well, it seems we have ourselves some visitors.
My apologies for the unexpected arrival. I should have sent word.
Frost is excited. Lemaire Provincial Army Airship Balclutha.
I am Aurelia Le Guin of the Noble Alliance. I wish to make a brief visit to the territory of Viscount Arcade.
Hello, redacted. Fair. It's gonna be a little hard for you to say hi to the Viscount when he's not here right now. Nice, nice.
It's a pleasure to see you again, your ladyship. And a pleasure to meet you as well, Brigadier General.
Brigadier General.
We were simply in the area, so we thought we might drop by and pay you a visit.
I know that's his rank, not his name. You don't need to correct me, chat.
It's been quite some time since we last met. I was hoping to take the opportunity to apologize to my master for not staying in touch. But I see that won't be possible.
Yeah.
Unfortunately so.
I wouldn't have minded setting eyes on the famous Radiant Blade Master. But I suppose I'll have to be content with meeting his daughter.
Thank you for the 15 Miro, Black Rose.
I'm honored, General.
Are we gonna get a name for him? We got a name for
I
her.
can't believe they're here.
Do you know them, Reen?
They seem incredibly strong, whoever they are.
Their names are General Aurelia Le Guin and Brigadier General Wallace Bardius.
Aurelia and Wallace.
They're said to be the two strongest generals in the provincial armies.
Ooh, that's we're gonna have to fight them by the end of this chapter, aren't we, chat?
Yeah. I don't think there are many people interested in martial arts who don't know about them. That's how famous they are.
Gotcha. Is that like day one of swordsmanship school? It's like, Okay, this is a sword. This is a general. You love Aurelia? Fair enough.
Brigadier General Bardius is otherwise known as the Black Whirlwind.
Ah.
He's known for his unparalleled spearmanship. From what I've heard, he has Nord blood running through him too.
Ooh.
Oh, I see.
I guess he does vaguely look like he could be related to Gaius.
He does remind me of Gaius in a way.
I wonder if that's how he came to be so tall.
A number of warriors from Nord were said to have fought with Emperor Dreichels during the War of the Lions. Perhaps he's a descendant of theirs?
Could
Yeah,
be.
that makes sense. As for the woman with him,
Aurelia Le Guin.
she's generally known as the Golden Rakshasa. She's also a countess and head of the Le Guin family, as well as commander of the La Mer Provincial Army. And hard as it is to believe, I've heard she's a practitioner of both the Arcade and Vander schools of swordsmanship.
He's talking. We're right here.
Wasn't the Vander School practiced by the guardians of the Imperial family?
Sure is.
Lieutenant General Vander is a practitioner of the Vander School too, obviously.
She sounds like a monster.
Probably is.
Both of them are key public figures in the Alliance. What could they possibly want in a neutral region such as this, I wonder?
Still, it won't do to have you standing around here. Allow me to show you to my father's office. Klaus, would you prepare some tea?
Oh, there's no need to concern yourself with that. Seeing that the Viscount isn't here gave us all the information that we needed.
They're gonna invade. Yep, we are fighting them this chapter.
What might you be suggesting?
Be at ease. We didn't come to criticize anyone for the Crimson Wing's appearance near Trista. Still, it's always good to know who you're fighting against. The way I see it, you're continuing to remain neutral now. But if it came to it, you wouldn't be afraid to take up arms for your personal sense of justice.
There's no need to be hasty. We have more than enough opponents to be going on with. For now, let's focus on drawing out Craig the Red and One-Eyed Zex. We can't allow Rufus to be the only one making any major achievements.
True enough.
It would please me so if you were to fight under me one day, too. I believe you have the potential to surpass even me, given sufficient practice.
Well, let's hope so. When we have to fight you eventually.
I am honored that you would say so. However, my swordsmanship is inexperienced at best. I wouldn't dare presume to have the potential to surpass anyone at this stage. I would ask that you wait until I can at least best my father in a duel before making that invitation.
Then wait I shall. I look forward to the day. With that, I believe it's time we took our leave.
Perhaps so. I was hoping you would introduce us to your friends, but they seem to be feeling rather shy.
Teasing them, are you? Well, I'm sure we'll have the opportunity one day. I sense great potential within them.
No, that's just gas. Sorry.
As do I.
Have fun. I am having fun, Falcon. Welcome in. How are you doing this evening?
I apologize for being unable to do anything to make your visit more comfortable. Klaus, please escort them.
As you wish, milady.
Trails is gonna keep ramping up from here. Fair enough.
Come to think of it, perhaps you wouldn't mind joining me in a battle before I depart. I haven't had the joy in quite some time.
Ooh.
I hardly think an old man such as myself would prove to be a worthy opponent to one of your strength, General.
Oh, I
Or
wouldn't
not.
be so sure about that. You haven't let your guard down for a second since I stepped into Legram.
As he shouldn't.
Laura!
Laura's like, oh fuck, I had to be
sorry that you had to see me like
professional
that.
this whole time. God damn, that was so exhausting.
It took all that I had not to be overwhelmed by their sheer presence.
I'm not surprised. We could feel it well enough ourselves, and we weren't even in the room.
That didn't stop them from noticing us, though.
My fur was on end the whole time. They really did seem to be way beyond us in terms of skill.
I'm sure you could take them both on in a 2v1, Elisa.
It's unbelievable to think that people like them exist.
Machias could not, and he has a shotgun.
This just goes to show how many skilled people the Alliance has among their ranks. With warriors such as them on the field, to say nothing of Lord Rufus Alberea, we can't afford to underestimate them.
All very true. Still, that's no reason to give up now. We need to keep pressing on. And on that note, I think it's about time we left ourselves. Let's go and bring back Eustace.
Agreed, Reen.
Once we've done that, then we can decide what we're going to do and who we're going to be fighting against.
I say we fight against the enemy.
Indeed.
Then let's start heading to Bereahard.
Indeed. Klaus, I leave Legram in your care. Should Father return in my absence, please give him my warmest regards.
But of course, Lady Laura. Worry not, Legram will be in safe hands with me. But if you wouldn't mind, everyone, please do look out for Lady Laura for me.
We always do. Thanks for keeping an eye on Emma for so long. Please be well, Klaus. That's not my Emma voice. Please be well, Klaus.
Haha. Your words are much appreciated, but unnecessary. I would be perfectly fine, I assure you. The path ahead of you will be fraught with many challenges and dangers. But I will be praying that you all will be able to navigate it safely to its end, and from there forge your own paths. Do keep yourselves safe.
Thank you, Klaus. We'll be back as soon as we're able. Will we, though? Will we? It looks like the generals have left already. Yeah, that's our cue to get going, too. But it doesn't look like we'll have to use the It does look like we'll have to use the highway to get to Bereahard, though. That shouldn't be a problem. Following the Ebel Highway north will lead us straight to it. Perhaps we should take a visit to the Bracer Guild before we head out. The receptionist there might appreciate a goodbye before we move on to Bereahard. Yeah, you're probably right. And he also might have side quests for us. Laura and Emma joined the party! I can use Overdrive with them. Reaching Bereahard will cause the main stories to advance. Wonderful. I gotta check out their new outfits. So we have the classic casual outfit. Whoa. Her second casual outfit is a wedding dress? Oh my goodness. I recently found out that Trails of Cold Steel 2 has a unique scene in New Game Plus that's referenced and shown in Cold Steel 3. However, it's probably easier to watch on YouTube. The only other New Game Plus thing in Trails is a unique conversation quest in Zero that unlocks different dialogue in Azure and some unique optional bosses in Azure. Interesting. Like, I'm not gonna wear it because I'm keeping everybody in their default outfits, but also she wears a wedding dress, chat. I thought Elisa was supposed to be the default option. I'll make sure he sees the scene. Yeah, he's probably going to be sending it to me on YouTube. Wait until the end of the game, though, Frost. Ooh. She looks almost like a painter. I just think that her best outfit here is probably the new one. However, in Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails has tons of stuff in New Game Plus, but that one is more action platformer that's a mix between East and Trails gameplay. Brother just finished that game and he loved it. I've heard good things about the series, or about, not the series, the game. I would love to play it at some point. Preventing Seal is always good on Laura. One key point, though. I know that it's largely unrelated. I don't know if it's entirely unrelated, but it's largely unrelated to the rest of the Trail series. You have an anime to watch before I finish CS2? I thought War of the Lions was meant to be seen after CS2. So even that General Lee Gwyn has her eyes on Lady Laura now. This could be real trouble. I'll have to be vigilant from now on. I won't let anyone try to take our lady away from us. The girls of Legram are unmatched in the art of misunderstanding. I swear. There's nothing that can be done when she's like this. All we can do is wait for the storm to pass.
Right.
Leave this to me.
Yeah. Okay, Miles. Oh, before I finish CS3. That makes more sense. Probably after CS2, before CS3. Would be my guess. Oh, hello there. I see the two generals have finally left. It was really overwhelming being in their presence, though. Fortunately, they only seem to be here to assess the situation, but they certainly caught us off guard. Their visit served as a stark reminder of how inexperienced I am. But I've no time to be lamenting that now. We need to keep moving forward, don't we, Reen? Exactly. We need to find Eustace, and then we'll finally be back together again. I can't wait! The anime takes place in between Cold Steel 2 and 3, yes. So after I finished Cold Steel 2. That's what I like to see. And while you're all fired up, I have some work that I think would be perfect for you to handle. Would you be willing to? Sorry. In my defense, one of those requests is specifically addressed to you. Really? Well, I don't see the harm in at least taking a peek. It's when it's chronologically, but it's not required. You recall if you want to watch it, dub and sub are available, but not all the English dub actors could reprise their roles. Fair enough. I probably won't watch it on stream, if I do watch it. I might watch it, like, in the Discord, though. Exclamation point Discord if you're not in the Discord, Falcon. Legend of Anayuta is a standalone, completely unrelated except for one brief mentioned glimpse of in Trails into Reverie. Fair enough. Well, I don't see the harm in taking just a little peek, at least. Yay! Arcade School Training Bout 2. You may have beaten us last time, but we have tremendously improved our skills in the interim. As such, we would like to request another bout with you. Should this please you, come meet us in the training hall. We will be waiting. You gotta run. See ya, Falcon. I'll talk to you later. Swing by more often. You're always full of plenty of useful information. I've received word that a large, dangerous monster has been sighted on the Ebel Highway. I'd love it if you could take care of it for me. Grody Shanarji, Ebel Highway, north side. Will do. Yay! Now it all makes sense. There's only a few of them, too. We should be able to handle these without too much trouble. Keep in mind that as much as I love your help, I won't force it on you. Whether you choose to take care of them or not, may the goddess watch over you, and take care. There's also Trails in the Sky anime OVA, but it's only like 2 or 3 episodes. More than a trailer than anything. Better to play the games. Fair enough. I do own the Sky OVA. I didn't think it was 2 episodes. I thought it was just like 1 episode. And it's just 2nd chapter. And like that was it. Or maybe that's more of a movie than an OVA. I mean, I guess that technically is an OVA, but thank you. Alrighty, it's after 1 a.m. I should probably think about getting ready for bed soon. Although, you just double checked. We do have a book to read. Shall we, chat? Ultimately, it was the girls' win. 2 episodes, 41 minutes each. Got it. Like I said, I own it. Haven't actually gotten around to watching it. I might someday. The silence in the bar was punctuated only by the sound of a raucous argument out on the street. Holding back the laughter bubbling up, Jack asked the girl a question. Hey, Missy, where oh where did you learn to play to be this good? The girl made no reply. Instead, she took the cards into her hands and began shuffling. They flew back and forth with exquisite grace between long, slender fingers. She dealt 5 to Jack, then 5 to herself. Show them, she demanded, and Jack obliged, hesitantly turning over the cards. His hand was 4 jacks. Her hand was 4 kings. You're kidding me! Jack was nearly speechless by the sight, to which she said, Jack doesn't beat king. At the word king, murmurs ripped through the bar. King. It was the hand of a legendary gambler, said to be the best in the Republic until his death. The card technique the girl had shown was one of the ones the king had been fond of using when he felt like teasing Jack. Who are you? Jack asked the girl. She gave him a long, bitterly cold glare at the question, as if it were both stupid and one she'd been dying to answer. You probably don't know me, but I know you very well, she spat. Hello, Victory Jack. My name is Hallie. Hale? Hallie? I'm gonna go with Hallie until somebody yells at me and tells me it's Hale or something else. My name is Hallie. I'm the daughter of King, who you killed. Dun dun dun! You're King's daughter? Jack had never met King's daughter, not in person, no. But nonetheless, he did have memories of her. King had been a doting father and drilled holes in Jack's ears with endless stories about her. I see. So King's daughter has come to kill me, huh? The atmosphere in the bar was suddenly charged. Alright then, kill me. The words casually left Jack's mouth. It was a line no one in the bar had ever expected. He tapped his chest. The heart's here. Make sure you aim well. The girl, Hallie, quick drew her horrible gun. Her aim, of course, was Jack's heart. I can't read any more than that, chat. I mean, I guess I can technically read Gambler Jack 2, Volume 6. Are they permanently missable in this game, or can I collect them later like I could in the previous game? Like when I go back to town, to Ymir. Either way, though, that is going to be the end of the night. End of the stream for the night, that is. Let's see who we should raid. You're doing something abnormal. And it's a by relatively, I mean very small chat for him. And he's only been playing for like 15 minutes. Sure, let's go raid Ninten. That'll be a unique experience. As usual, we can go and share some love to Ninten with this message. I'm not entirely sure why I don't get the emotes to show on the Moobot response. Is it because Moobot technically doesn't count as a subscriber? That's probably it. Anywho, I will be back on Monday. Next week I will be streaming on next Monday. Is with more Cold Steel 2, of course. Probably be doing an 8-hour stream that day, like I like to do once every few weeks. Is there anything else I need to mention? I don't think so. Yeah, you all have a good night, chat. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it.